Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you're not making progress? You work harder, push further, but the results remain the same? What if the problem isn't your strength, but your tool? Ecclesiastes 10:10 tells us, sometimes more effort isn't the answer. Wisdom is. Proverbs 27:17 says, just as iron sharpens iron, friends sharpen the minds of each other. This means not everyone can sharpen you. Wood can't sharpen iron. Neither can plastic or stone. You need the right people in your life. Wise friends who refine your thinking, challenge your growth, and sharpen your faith. But let's be honest, some friendships don't sharpen, they dull. Proverbs 13:20 warns us, wise friends make you wise, but you hurt yourself by going around with fools. So ask yourself, when you're feeling dull, do your friends sharpen you or do they make you even duller? How about when a dull friend is around you, do you have what it takes to sharpen another life? Maybe you're working hard in your marriage, your business, or your parenting, but it feels like you're chopping with a dull axe. Could it be you need sharpening? Or maybe it's your spouse, your child, or your colleague who needs sharpening. Are you patient enough to be the iron they need? Will you submit to the process if you're the one who needs it? Sharpening isn't always comfortable. It takes friction, heat, refinement, but the result is a tool fit for purpose. In Acts 4:13, the Jewish leaders were astonished by the boldness of Peter and John, recognizing them as unlearned and untrained men, or unschooled ordinary men, yet they had been with Jesus. These two apostles, along with other disciples, were ordinary people who were not part of the religious elite, yet they became powerful leaders in the early church. But where does true wisdom come from? Wisdom doesn't begin with self-help books or motivational speeches. It starts with God. How did these unschooled men become so wise? It obviously was a function of being with the Lord. Spending time with Jesus transforms us, even our minds. When we acknowledge Him, we gain the wisdom to live, work, and sharpen others correctly. And all of this happens in Christ Jesus. Colossians 1:17 says, Christ existed before all things, and in union with Him all things have their proper place. In Him your life finds its edge, your purpose becomes clear, your work becomes effective, your relationships thrive, and the dull places in your life are refined into sharp instruments of His will. So are you working harder when you should be working wiser? Are you submitting to the sharpening process? Are you surrounding yourself with people who refine you? It's time to sharpen your axe. It's time to walk in wisdom. It all begins with God. It all happens in Christ Jesus.